Thank you, Acting President. Now, I actually didn't have anything ready to speak on this, but listening as I've come in there, I would like to say right from the beginning that we're going to support the disallowance. And the reason I'm going to do that is because when I read out this motion here, what's written here and what's been given to me, and I'm going to read it out because I'm going to refer back to that in a minute. The motions are very straightforward. They would disallow the rezoning for the time being, which would give time for a review of urban water management to take place, which would then inform future developments in the area. This is essentially an attempt to overturn the actions of the WA Planning Commission as well as the City of Swan, who both point to each other when residents are making complaints. Swan has stated that they are the last in line of approvals related to the process, which includes the WAPC, DPLH and D work. Now, I heard the honourable member speaking about that just spoke about, we can have a review and look at this, but that's the problem with what happens in this government, that we allow things to happen and damage to be caused. We do a review. By time of review, there's so much damaging. I went out and visited that area, and there is a lot of problems there. I live out in that area. My property suffers the similar sort of problems that is happening there. So when neighbours do certain things, when waters, when it really impacts, and our property gets flooded by certain things going on around us. And that costs us money, costs us heartache. We run a property with horses and that. When water's flooded across them areas, it actually causes us more than just the fact with a bit of water on your property. It's your everyday life, and you've bought this property how it is because of how it is when you buy it. But then when you start to have, especially when we're talking about a development, which is about, yes, we need housing. That's something we all agree on. But we can't have housing at the expense of pushing onto other people's housing damage. When you start to flood other people's areas, when you start to cause their houses damage, when you start to cause damage to their property, that's not good. That's not good for anyone. That's not good for the people that are moving there. There'll be resentment from the people that are now having the damage caused to the people who are moving in. There's resentment towards developers because we already have that, belief from a lot of people that developers are these big, bad, ugly people that just want to destroy everything and make money. Well, there are good developers out there. I've spoken to numerous people that I believe there's really good developers out there. They want to provide what we need in this state, which is housing, which is commercial buildings, whatever it may be. They're not all bad. There are people out there that abuse the system and try to work their way around places. But this is what this does by allowing things to go through and not doing our job and holding a review before we go ahead and actually start continuing on and doing these things before the damage is caused. So it's no good doing a review and saying, oh yeah, actually, that's not great. We shouldn't be doing this. Once it's already done, it's too late. And we'll learn for the next time. Well, the people with them properties and them areas of that are being damaged, it's no good to them having a review and saying, oh, well, in the future, we'll be aware of that. We're not going to do that in the future. We're going to look after the next lot of people. Too bad for the people that are already there. So I'm only making that short contribution to say that I will support this disallowance motion because I believe we should be looking at it completely, being fully aware and decided that this is the best option moving forward, not we'll just have a look at it as we go along and think, will this be okay? I'll close there by saying yes, we will be supporting this motion. Thank you.